We live in a world bursting with distractions. From endless social media scrolls to the constant ping of notifications, our minds are pulled in 1,000 directions. But here's the truth. Focus is not a talent, it's a skill. And like any skill, it can be learned and mastered. The Stoics, ancient philosophers known for their wisdom and discipline, left us timeless teachings on how to regain control of our minds. Let's explore their wisdom and uncover how to reclaim your focus, one step at a time. Lesson 1. Tame technological temptations. The modern world is a battlefield of attention. Every app, every platform, every screen is fighting to steal your focus. The Stoics taught that we must guard our minds as we would guard a fortress. Seneca once said, "To be everywhere is to be nowhere." That's exactly what happens when we let our phones control us. If your phone is the first thing you check in the morning and the last thing you touch before sleep, it owns you. And when you let it own you, your focus fragments. You train your brain to expect constant stimulation. You become uncomfortable with silence, stillness, and boredom. But those very things are the soil where focus grows. To take back your attention, begin by setting boundaries. Use technology with intention. Turn off non-essential notifications. Set your phone to do not disturb during deep work. Create tech-free zones, especially around meals and before bedtime. You don't have to throw away your devices. You simply need to use them wisely. Ask yourself, is this helping me or distracting me? The Stoics believed in living with purpose and clarity. Let that guide your choices. When you tame the technological temptations around you, you begin to hear your own thoughts again. You create space for focus to return. You remind yourself that attention is a gift, and you choose to give it only to what matters. This is how you start to reclaim your mind. Lesson 2. Prioritize restful sleep. Focus begins the night before. Without proper sleep, your brain can't function well. You might try to concentrate, but your mind drifts. You might want to be productive, but everything feels heavy. The Stoics would remind us that our body and mind are deeply connected. One cannot be sharp while the other is weary. Marcus Aurelius wrote in his Meditations, "When you arise in the morning, think of what a precious privilege it is to be alive." But to truly feel that privilege, you need to rest first. Sleep is not a weakness. It is a powerful tool. Modern life has convinced many of us that rest is lazy. Hustle culture tells us to work late, rise early, and sacrifice sleep. But the cost is focus. The cost is clarity. And over time, the cost is your health. You must honor your need for sleep. Aim for 7 to 9 hours every night. Create a bedtime routine that calms your mind. Avoid screens an hour before bed. Dim the lights. Read something peaceful. Drink herbal tea. Let your body know it's time to slow down. Keep your sleep space sacred. Make your bedroom quiet, dark, and cool. Remove distractions. Don't let your phone live on your pillow. Don't let stress be your bedmate. Good sleep isn't just about time, it's about quality. If your mind is racing, practice gratitude before bed. Write down a few things you're thankful for. This simple act shifts your focus from worry to peace. The Stoics lived in alignment with nature. You should too. Follow the rhythms of the day. Rest when it's dark. Rise with the sun. Let nature restore you. When you prioritize restful sleep, your mind becomes clear again. You wake up ready. You feel strong. You begin your day not in chaos, but in calm. This is the foundation of lasting focus. Lesson 3. Combat mental clutter with mindfulness. Your mind is like a room. If it's filled with noise and mess, there's no space left to think clearly. Mental clutter steals your focus without you even realizing it. Worries, regrets, endless to-do lists. These things pile up like junk. The Stoics taught us to clear this clutter daily. Epictetus said, "We suffer more in imagination than in reality." Most of our mental chaos comes not from life itself, but from our thoughts about it. We dwell on the past, we fear the future, we spin stories in our heads that never even happen. Mindfulness is the tool that brings us back to now, and now is the only place where focus lives. When you're mindful, you pay full attention to the task at hand. You're not lost in yesterday or anxious about tomorrow. You are here. To practice mindfulness, start simple. Breathe deeply. Feel the air enter and leave your body. Do this for a few minutes each morning. Let it anchor you. Let it remind you that you're alive. When you work, work. When you eat, eat. Don't try to do 5 things at once. Don't let your mind wander to what's next. Be present in what you're doing now. Journaling is another powerful Stoic tool. Write down what's on your mind. Empty the thoughts that crowd your focus. Marcus Aurelius used his journal to reflect and clear his head. You can do the same. Mindfulness is not about being perfect. It's about returning. Every time your mind drifts, gently bring it back. No judgment. Just awareness. Just presence. When you clear mental clutter, your mind becomes light again. You create space for peace. You make room for focus to bloom. This is the quiet strength of mindfulness. Lesson 4. Ditch the myth of multitasking. Many people believe multitasking is a sign of productivity. It feels efficient. It feels smart. But in truth, multitasking is a myth. Your brain cannot fully focus on 2 things at once. What it does is switch rapidly between tasks, and each switch drains your mental energy. The Stoics believed in depth, in doing one thing well, in giving your full attention to the present moment. Seneca said, "To do many things is to do none." That's exactly what multitasking does. It scatters your focus and weakens your results. Imagine pouring water into 10 cups at once. Each gets only a drop. But if you pour into one, it fills up. This is what happens when you single task. You gain depth, you gain momentum, you enter a state of flow. Multitasking also creates stress. It increases mistakes. It makes you feel busy, but not effective. You end the day exhausted, yet unsure what you actually accomplished. To reclaim your focus, do one thing at a time. Create a list. Prioritize. Then give your full energy to the top task. Turn off other tabs. Silence your phone. Set a timer if needed. And dive deep. Train your brain to resist the urge to jump. Every time you choose to stay with one task, you build mental strength. You teach yourself discipline. You grow your capacity to focus. The Stoics would tell you, simplicity is strength. Don't chase many paths. Walk one with clarity. Don't try to be everywhere. Be fully present where you are. When you ditch multitasking, you feel lighter. You feel clearer. You get more done in less time and with less stress. This is the power of focus done right. Lesson 5. Fuel your brain with proper nutrition. Your brain is not a machine. It's a living organ that needs the right fuel. What you eat affects how you think, feel, and focus. Poor nutrition clouds your mind. It leaves you tired, distracted, and slow. The Stoics believed in taking care of the body so the mind could thrive. Epictetus taught that we should care for our body like a servant, not pampering it, but not neglecting it either. What you eat matters. It doesn't need to be fancy, just balanced and clean. Avoid processed foods that spike your blood sugar. These create energy crashes that harm focus. Instead, eat whole foods, lean proteins, fruits, vegetables, nuts, and healthy fats. Drink plenty of water. Dehydration can make you feel foggy and tired. Limit caffeine. It's tempting to drink coffee all day when your mind is sluggish, but too much creates jitters and crashes. 1 or 2 cups are fine. After that, choose water or herbal tea. Don't skip meals. Skipping leads to energy dips and poor decisions. Eat regularly to keep your brain steady. Include foods rich in omega-3s like fish and walnuts. These support brain health and clarity. The Stoics would ask, is this helping me be the best version of myself? Ask this about your food choices. Eat not for pleasure alone, but for strength and clarity. Mindful eating also helps. Don't eat in a rush. Don't eat while scrolling. Sit down, chew slowly, appreciate your food. Let it nourish you fully. When you fuel your brain well, you notice the difference. You think faster. You stay sharp longer. Your energy becomes more stable, your focus deepens. This is how your body and mind work as one. Lesson 6. Implement the Pomodoro technique. Staying focused for long periods can feel impossible. Your mind wanders, you get bored, you feel tired. But here's a secret. You don't need to focus all day. You just need to focus in short, powerful bursts. That's the wisdom behind the Pomodoro technique. The Stoics believed in working with nature, not against it. And human nature works best with rhythm, periods of effort, followed by periods of rest. This method honors that pattern. It helps you get more done without burning out. Here's how it works. Set a timer for 25 minutes. During that time, focus on one task. No phone, no distractions. Just deep work. When the timer ends, take a 5-minute break. Stretch, walk, breathe. After 4 rounds, take a longer 15-30-minute break. This cycle trains your brain to focus better. It gives you a clear start and end. You're not staring down hours of work. You're just handling 25 minutes. That feels doable. That feels light. The Stoics would tell you to be present in each moment. The Pomodoro technique helps you do that. It pulls your attention into the now, into the task at hand, not tomorrow, not next week, just now. Use a notebook to track your Pomodoros. Write down your task before you begin. This adds intention to your work. It also shows you progress over time. Don't break the focus session. If something interrupts you, pause the timer. Restart when you're ready to give full attention again. Over time, you'll notice your concentration improve. You'll feel more in control of your mind, more disciplined, more productive. This technique isn't about doing more. It's about doing better. It honors your limits. It respects your energy. And it builds momentum. The Stoics valued self-discipline. They knew that effort over time creates greatness. The Pomodoro technique turns that idea into a practice you can start today. Lesson 7. Schedule regular breaks. Working without breaks is like running without breathing. Sooner or later you collapse. Your brain needs time to rest and recharge. Without it, your focus fades. You make more mistakes. You lose motivation. That's why taking breaks isn't laziness. It's smart. The Stoics believed in balance. They taught that even the strongest must rest. Just as a bow must not always be drawn tight, your mind must not always be under pressure. Breaks help your brain recover. They restore your energy and attention. But not all breaks are equal. Scrolling your phone for 10 minutes is not a true break. It adds more noise to your already tired mind. A good break is calming. It disconnects you from your tasks. It refreshes your senses. Go outside. Take a walk. Stretch your body. Close your eyes and breathe. Drink water slowly. Listen to calming music. Talk to someone face to face. Try taking a 5 to 10 minute break every hour. Or follow the Pomodoro pattern. The goal is to keep your brain in peak condition, not to push it until it breaks. If you feel guilty for taking a break, remind yourself you're not a machine. You are human. The Stoics believed in using your time wisely, but that includes rest. A tired mind can't think clearly. A drained soul can't find purpose. Use breaks as a reset button. When you return, you'll find your focus renewed, your thoughts clearer, your energy stronger. Also, schedule longer breaks into your week, a walk in the park, an afternoon offline, a full day without obligations. These moments restore your inner balance. When you treat breaks as essential, not optional, you honor your limits. And in doing so, you increase your power. You learn that rest is not weakness. It is wisdom. It is the quiet foundation of sustained focus. Lesson 8. Break down overwhelming tasks. Sometimes we can't focus because a task feels too big, too complex, too heavy. We stare at it, unsure where to begin. That feeling of being overwhelmed shuts down your focus. It makes you avoid the task altogether. The Stoics taught that every great achievement is made of small steps. Marcus Aurelius said, "Don't let your imagination be crushed by life as a whole. Stick with the present situation." In other words, focus only on what you can do now. Break big tasks into small pieces. Instead of writing a whole report, start with an outline. Instead of cleaning the whole house, clean one drawer. Every big goal is made of small, clear actions. Start there. This makes the work less scary. It also builds momentum. When you complete one small task, you feel good. That feeling pushes you to do the next. You create progress, step by step. Make a list of the steps. Cross them off as you go. This gives your brain a reward. It shows you that you are moving forward, even if slowly. The Stoics believed in taking responsibility for what is within your control. You may not be able to finish the whole project today, but you can finish one part. And that part is all that matters right now. If you feel stuck, ask yourself, what is one simple step I can take? Then do it. Don't worry about perfect. Just begin. Over time, you'll notice the mountain shrink. What once seemed impossible now feels manageable. Your focus returns because you are no longer frozen by fear. Break it down. Simplify. Begin. This is the Stoic way, one small action at a time. Lesson 9. Create a conducive environment. Your surroundings shape your mind. A cluttered space creates a cluttered mind. Noise, mess, and distraction steal your focus quietly. You may not notice it at first, but your brain does. The Stoics believed in simplicity, in order, in creating a space that reflects your inner values. Look around your environment. Is it helping you focus, or is it holding you back? You don't need a perfect space, just a space that supports clear thinking. Start by decluttering. Remove what you don't need. Keep only what inspires or serves you. A clean desk creates a clean mind. Organize your tools. Let everything have its place. Reduce noise. If you can, work in quiet. If not, use soft instrumental music or noise-canceling headphones. Noise creates mental tension. Silence creates peace. Use natural light. Open windows. Let the sun in. Light boosts your mood and focus. Add plants if you can. Nature calms the brain. Even a single small plant helps. Have a space that signals work. And when work is done, step away. Don't blur the lines. When you work where you relax, your brain stays confused. Set boundaries. The Stoics would remind you, your outer world mirrors your inner world. Make it orderly. Make it peaceful. Let your space reflect your values. This is not about decoration. It's about design with purpose. Every item, every sound, every color, ask, does this help or hinder my focus? When your environment supports you, focus comes naturally. You feel calm, ready, in control, and from that place, you do your best work. Lesson 10. Define your why. At the heart of focus is purpose. Without a clear why, your mind drifts. You chase tasks without meaning. You get distracted because you're not truly invested. But when you know why you're doing something, focus follows naturally. The Stoics believed in living with intention, in knowing what matters. Epictetus asked, how long are you going to wait before you demand the best for yourself? This begins with knowing your reason. Ask yourself, why does this task matter? What goal does it serve? What deeper value does it reflect? Maybe you want to write because you believe in your voice. Maybe you study because you want to build a better life. Maybe you work hard to support your family. Find the core reason, the deeper truth. Write it down. Place it where you can see it. Let it remind you on hard days. Let it pull you forward when your motivation fades. Your why gives direction. It gives power. It turns distractions into choices. When you feel tempted to scroll, ask, does this serve my purpose? Most times the answer is no. When your purpose is clear, your focus becomes fierce. You no longer need to force it. It flows from your values, from your truth. The Stoics lived by their principles. They knew who they were and what they stood for. They acted from that place, not for fame, not for comfort, but for meaning. Do the same. Know your why. Let it be your compass. Let it guide your attention. your choices, your habits. Because when your reason is strong, your focus becomes unshakable. And with that, you can do anything. Focus is not a mystery, it's a series of choices. It's about living with intention. The Stoics showed us that attention is a treasure, that peace is power, and that discipline, practiced daily, leads to freedom. You can reclaim your focus, one step at a time, one moment at a time. Start today. Your mind is your most valuable tool. Guard it, strengthen it, honor it. And remember, you are capable of more than you know, especially when your focus is clear.